static. With time, your goals can also shift.
As they should.
They can increase, they can shift. Imagine a guy who's very good at archery, and he or she starts archery with a static target.
Yes.
And once that person masters it, it's good. But the second stage is actually try to hit a target, which is moving, which is the bigger challenge. So that's the idea of setting goals also, that goals are also shifting at times, here and there. So
I think also there's another analogy which I love, which I was told as a child.
Yes.
And it's always appealed to me because I sort of enjoyed physics. Physics made a lot of sense to me in school.
Yeah, it does.
Something that, it goes here, it happens, something, there's an outcome, Yeah. But when we were doing those lessons about the ship trying to cross the river, so the water current is coming this way, you want to go that way, where do you place your rudder so that you land up sort of on the other side of the river? I'm sure you did this probably in school as well.
Yes.
And what actually happens is you actually have to face your rudder 30 degrees upstream so that you land up, on your horizontal point of access.
Very typical, Amina.
Yeah,
I know.
I know it's very technical, but the interesting thing about this analogy is that wind changes as well. So you've got one force going this way, but through your life, your river is your life.
Yes.
And the end of your life is across on the other side.
Yes, possibly.
During that time, when you're getting across, your little boat will change its directions.
Yes.
It will stay on course, but it will change its actual direction many, many times as you tack in life to adjust to the many things that will occur.
Yes.
I mean, that's how I see it.
Absolutely, and it depends on your skill, how you maneuver, with the changing winds. And,
that's interesting.
Yeah, and the same physics concept, the speed and velocity. Same thing.
I didn't say that. I didn't use big words.
No, but speed is just running with no direction. And velocity, and all the engineers out there, velocity is speed with direction.
There we go.
And that's goal setting for you. Yes, run, but have a direction also.
Okay, so how often do you think we should reassess our goals and have a look at them, do you think?
Well, it totally depends on what kind of goals you have.
Okay.
It usually helps. See, even before you even start jotting down your goals, I think the journey starts with yourself. There's been a lot of talk on self-awareness, self-discovery.
It's just all the self, really.
All the self. It's not just about buying lots of things and trying on new clothes.
Yeah.
There's more to that. And, Steve Jobs, one of my personal heroes, I remember a lot of quotations from him. And he said that you live a life in the forward direction, but you understand life by going backwards.
You have to look back.
You have to look
so
back.
That you can move forward.
Yes, and then, pray to God that the dots which you created in your life in the past, they somehow connect in the future.
So there's no disconnect. There's a continuum.
There is something. I mean, everything you have done so far is a build-up towards something. For example,
it's like luck. This discussion we were having off air about luck.
Yes.
No one's lucky with their success, are they?
Well, you see, luck is a very strange word. I do think there are chances, but what you do with the luck and opportunity, that's of more significance.
There we go. We hit the nail on
the Yeah. I mean, you've lived abroad, yes, and you have chased underground trains, yes.
Yes, I have. I have run after tube.
And I stumbled upon something, and there's a very interesting quotation. It was something along the lines of, missing a train is only painful if you're chasing it. Not matching the idea of success as other people expect from you is only painful if that's what you were, going after.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to go to break now, but more about goals after this. Welcome back. Goals, goal orientation, setting your goals, setting your targets. It's a fundamental part of everybody's life, especially young people. So there is no such thing as luck, really, is there? When someone's successful, they just work hard.
I think there is such a thing as luck. But someone once said, there was this one person, and every day he prayed, I pray to God that I win the lottery. So someone else said to him, that's great, but you have to buy the lottery first. So same thing goes with luck and hard work. Yes, luck is there, but again, you have to work hard at it. At times we are working hard at something and it's not happening. But just because you're putting so much effort into it, something else falls into place.
That's right.
And,
suddenly it happens.
Suddenly it happens. And that also connects with how your maybe goal can shift. And it's all right, but working hard is important. You know, there are no shortcuts.
There aren't any. Unfortunately, people think there are, but there aren't.
Unless you were born in a family which had a lot of money.
But I mean, then again, that's defining success in financial terms. That may not be the case.
That might not be the case. Yeah.
Your goals in life might be entirely different from that. I mean, if you work in the Peace Corps, all you want to do is make sure 30 villages in Africa have water.
Absolutely.
So really, the goals that you set in your life are determined by you. Opportunities present themselves.
They do.
What individuals do with those opportunities, how they prioritize their time.
Absolutely.
When those opportunities present themselves is the most important thing, from what I understand.
Yes, absolutely.
And then from there, then it's just hard work.
It is hard work.
Then it's just really hard work.
You know, hard work, and you know about success. There's so many ways to define success. One of the ways I look at success is, it's not how much you have achieved, it's also how much you have bounced back from failures. We all have priorities. People don't set their goals, and they have weekends off, and what we tend to do is just, you know,
slope around.
Yeah, slope around, and then we complain, oh, the weekend is gone.
We lost all that time, you know.
Yeah. And at the same time, someone else actually has the same goals as you, but that person is actually working harder than you. And if that person succeeds, you're like, oh, my luck was bad, that guy was lucky.
It's always easy to blame the other guy.
It's very easy.
Take a hard look at
As a nation, it comes to us naturally to blame other countries.
All right, let's go there.
Let's
not go there. My understanding of goals is that it's like the alphabet, A to Z. You want to get to Z. You need 26 other little goals to get you to Z. When you're 75% to goal A, you better have thought how you're going to get to goal B, because before you know it, goal A will be upon your head and goal B will be knocking around your door, and you will have no idea what to do with it.
Sure, absolutely. It does work like that. For example, if you were kind to someone, you know, you went out and fed a poor person, you did a good thing. Yes.
Sawab ka kaam.
Sawab ka kaam kiya.
Bilkul.
Now, you did that, and you're going to like hang on to it for the rest of your life. You need to do other things also, because that thing will be gone. Same thing goes with goals. Just as you are approaching your goal, there's something else in life. But for that to happen, you have to work towards it. You know, be a couple of steps ahead of, you know, whatever you're going to achieve. Only then the momentum will carry on. Otherwise, you know, you'll become static.
I think you're not. Our big discussion.
Yeah, we don't want to be that.
Yeah, I mean, the other aspect of being goal-oriented or goal-centric is that every so often you have to stop. Yes, and you have to assess your goals, but you also have to stop and say, well done.
Sure.
We managed that.
Sure. See, then again, it comes back to those 4 things: happiness, achievement, significance, legacy. This thing about, you know, patting yourself in the back, very important. It's about motivation, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And there's a very famous analogy that we all like to use at Navitus about, you know, having the remote control of your life in your hand, not with someone else, yeah?
Yeah, it's yours.
It's yours. So if you do it to yourself, pretty good. Now, if you have the remote control of your life in your hand, what do you do with it? There are lots of things you can do. You can press the rewind button and go back and see what I did in the past.
Stop.
Yeah, you can stop. At times, you also need to press the mute button on yourself.
A good one.
Because, you know, at times you don't want to say stuff and you'd say it. So there's so many things we can do. This remote control analogy works great for me, because, you know, if I look at my life, if I want to do something in future, I try to visualize it. Many people who are not goal-oriented, they have a problem in visualizing a lot of things, you know, success, marriage, many other things. So if we are able to visualize a lot of things, I think slowly and gradually we can move closer to our goals.
I think there's a lot of truth